Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your 2 Valentine's reading. There's one for those of you who are involved. So you might have a current partner, you might be prospecting someone and thinking, yeah, there might be someone you talk to maybe at work or someone that you get along with and you're thinking of them as being a future partner, or this could be a former partner. For any of you guys who are kind of fit into that category, the first reading is how your partner feels about you, okay, or prospective partner feels about you, I guess, or even former partner feels about you. So that's the first reading that we're going to do, and then we're going to look at for singles, okay. I think it's important in Valentine's definitely to look at a singles reading, and the singles reading is to see whether love is what your love life is looking like over the next 4 months between, well, is it 4 months? The next 3 months, I guess, February, March and April, okay. So yeah, that's the readings that we're going to do for you today, and it will be time stamped below when that singles reading starts as well. For your readings, guys, we're using this is one of my newest decks. I've got, oh my God, the amount of decks I've got is like really amazing. I'm trying to get up to something like 500. I don't know whether I can, but yeah. Gabby Angus West, the Bonfire Tarot. Really love this deck. It's just really beautiful. So we're going to use that for the how does your partner feel about you reading, along with an advice card from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. And then for the singles reading, this is definitely one of my favourite decks I'm using at the moment. I've actually got 2 of these. I love them to pieces. The illustrations are just amazing. It's the Druidcraft Tarot deck. Really, really like this. Just absolutely stunning. Who's it by? Let's have a look at who it's by. Philip and Stephanie Cargam. So really, really good deck. And we're going to use that and advice probably from the Whispers of Love. I forgot. I was meant to do an advice card for Scorpio because I've just done their reading. Yeah, I forgot. So, so yeah, we're going to make sure that we do these advice cards for you. And what we're going to do then, let me just move my cup of herbal tea to the side here. Right, what we're going to do is we are going to move these out of the way and we'll use them as and when we need them for the readings. Okay, so that's great. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is, I bought a new kind of cover for my table the other day to do readings, but they just seem to get these little bitty things on them. It's so annoying. Okay, right, let's have a look at what's going on with you guys then. Right, so let's have a look. So what we want to know first is, who is this partner? Who is this partner in their life right now of Geminis? Who is this partner? Can you explain who this partner is to me at the moment in their life right now? Cut in position 1. So that's position 1. Position 2. In position 2, can you tell me what this partner's strengths are as a person? In position 3, can you tell me what their weakness is as a person, please, in position 3? How does this person, in position 4, how does this person feel for Gemini? In position 4, how does this person feel for Gemini? In position 4. And in position 5, how does Gemini feel for this person? How does Gemini feel? Oh, hang on a minute. Can't take all of those cards, I'm afraid. Can't take all of those. Okay. But I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to. It looks to me like the tarot has done that for a reason. I've never done that before, but I think I'm going to have to do that. It almost feels like the tarot was telling me to take those for a reason. So I'm going to have to put down all 3 for how you feel well. Okay. Can you show me in position 6 the strengths in the relationship between Gemini and this person? Okay. Oopsie daisy. Oh, right, that's came out. God, these cards are just jumping out and they just want to be taken. I've got to when a card feels like it's got to be taken, I've got to take it. And what is the weakness in this relationship? What is the weakness in this relationship? And what is the potential for happiness in this relationship? We're going to do the potential for a happy ever after. What is the potential for happiness in a relationship? Okay, can you just give me the overall analysis of this relationship? What is the overall analysis of this relationship in one card? And what is the overall outcome in one card as well? What will be the overall outcome of this relationship in one card? Okay. And usually I'll get a clarifier if I find that there are challenges. I'll look at a way that these can be remedied, so I often get out other cards as well. For the time being, we'll just deal with those. So, who is this partner? Who are they in their life right now? They are the Five of Wands. I think this person is very confused with this Five of Wands energy, because that's what the Five of Wands is. The Five of Wands shows somebody who, if you want to describe who a person is with the Five of Wands, you're looking at somebody who's worried, somebody who's confused, somebody who's tied up in knots with the Five of Wands energy, somebody who I think is very blocked, especially kind of energy-wise. The energy is very blocked because Wands, they deal with feelings as well. But when you get a Wand card, it's all about how because it's fire energy, so this is all about how you feel. If it's emotionally, it's not about literally like what are my feelings emotionally, it's about what's the passion, how do I feel about this, what is the passion and the drive behind the emotion. So often this is coming from your soul, and I feel that energy wise the partner seems to be blocked with that Five of Wands energy showing there. We'll probably get a clarifier on that in a moment, but I feel that energy wise there's a certain amount of blocked energy, some worry here with this partner and some confusion being felt by this partner right now. What are this partner's strengths as a person? The Two of Swords. This person with the Two of Swords, I feel that their strengths are twofold really. I think that the Two of Swords means a couple of things for me. Number one, with the Two of Swords, it means the ability to think with one's head rather than one's heart, because this person's blocking out emotions. So when you get the Two of Swords, somebody is blocking somebody out emotionally. So their strengths are, I think that this person doesn't take any prisoners as an individual. I feel that when it's time to do the cut, because remember it's shaped like a pair of scissors, this person tends to do the cut. So if they need to kind of sever ties with an individual, I think that this person's strengths are that they find it very easy to do that. For some reason they're showing as being confused, but when it comes down to brass tacks, this person will cut you off without even a second thought. They just do it. Once they've made their mind up, they've made their mind up. I feel that their strengths are with it, because this is the card of indecision. It's only when it's reversed it says that you come to a decision. But in the upright, this is the card of indecision. But we're looking at, well, what is the strengths are? What are the strengths? So if there is a sense of indecision, maybe the strengths are in being able to take a step back to review that. I feel that there is a little bit of emotional isolation going on with this person. This person's very good at isolating their emotions, especially if you have to take a step back with the Two of Swords and review a decision that needs to be made. You need to review that decision without being emotionally connected to it, to the outcome. So I actually feel that this person is very good at emotionally kind of isolating oneself in situations, holding back, blocking off their heart so they don't get affected when they need to make a decision with that Two of Swords. I think their strengths are very much in cutting things out that no longer serve them. I also feel with the Two of Swords, because Two of Swords is all about keeping those ideas and options open, their strengths are that they always say, well, you know, if I have to cut this thing, then tomorrow is another day. It's almost like Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. Oh, well, tomorrow is another day, that type of thing, you know. Or was that Scarlett? It was one of them. I think it was Scarlett, actually. Sorry, Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. She said, oh, well, tomorrow is another day. You know, I think it was one of the two. But, you know, that's the optimism with the Two of Swords, where you do keep your options open. So the strengths might be also that this person's quite optimistic. Because even if they have to make the snip, even if they have to block someone out or discard someone, or even discard their feelings concerning an individual, they'll always probably look at the more positive side of why they've done that, because they're keeping their options open with the Two of Swords. What is their weakness, though, as an individual? Their weakness is in the Five of Swords. Okay, I mean, the problem with the Five of Swords as a weakness is they tend to be, that is the Five of Swords, isn't it? Yeah, can you see how this person is fighting? They're fighting another individual. Look at that. And then you've got a girl. I love these cards. A girl that's looking away from this as well, looking away from the fight. It's interesting. I want to go with the picture in a way. I want to go with what I see on the picture. Can you see the girl there? How she's turning her back on the fight. She doesn't want to be a part of it. I think the weakness in a way with this individual, I don't know whether it's cowardice with this individual with the Five of Swords. I think the weakness is they tend to, I get the impression that this person tends to cause a lot of hurt with this Five of Swords energy. I'm wondering if this person is the person doing the fight, or if they're the girl turning their back on the fight. Because I've got somebody who's turning their back on a fight. Okay, I get the impression that this person doesn't like to fight for things, especially if the person is showing up as the girl in the background, turning her back on the fight. It might be that this person's weaknesses is that if they feel that the problem is this person's come a cropper in this area here because they're really feeling very fucking confused. This person's feeling very, very, very confused. So they seem to have come a cropper because if they are the girl in the background, turning their back on the fight, then usually they run away from the fight. Because their strengths are cutting people out and saying, oh, well, tomorrow is another day. This person needed to go. That person needed to go. Oh, well, onwards and upwards. They seem very flippant. But it could also be the same for the Five of Swords where, you know, it's a case of, you know, cutting people down. Which is what the Five of Swords is. It's about abandonment and casting people out. It might also be that their weakness with this Five of Swords energy is that they're used to walking away from situations without even a thought in a way, because for them it's like their strength is to cut things, cut people out without a thought and say, oh well, tomorrow's another day. It almost feels like this person can be quite flippant as an individual, Gemini. It just feels like this person could be quite a flippant individual. It looks like they could be quite flippant, whether they turn their back on the fight or whether they, you know, indulge in cutting down their opponent. It almost feels like their weakness can be that they can be quite a cutting person, and when they need to cut somebody out, they do it without a second thought because tomorrow is another day, so what? You know, but they've come a cropper because they're the five. I get the impression that this person, I don't see much of a nice character with this individual in this area here, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see them as being a very nice character for some reason. I don't know what it is, or maybe it's just about self-preservation. It might be self-preservation, because I actually feel that their redeeming feature is that they're very confused at the moment. How do they feel about you? Queen of Coins reversed. How interesting is that? These feelings don't run deep enough for you, do they? Because the Queen of Coins reversed doesn't value anything. I wasn't expecting that reversal. When the Queen of Coins is in the upright, she values things. So if I'd have asked, how does this person feel about you, and they feel the Queen of Coins for you, they value you. You know, they want to feed you. They want to nourish you. They want to nurture you. They want to care for you. They love you. They respect you. They value you. They hold you dear to their heart, because she usually holds the coin dear to her heart. That's what the Queen of Coins does. But in the reverse, the Queen of Coins is shallow. She's looking for a sugar daddy. She doesn't care what the fucker looks like either. As long as she gets what she wants, she doesn't care, because she's all about the shoes and the makeup and the body. She goes to the gym to get as fit and to get as beautiful as possible. But it's not because she wants to find true love. It's because she wants to find a rich guy. You know, she doesn't really value much. She doesn't value her family. She's not a sharer. She's not a nurturer. She doesn't care about kids either. So to me, the feelings that this person has for you are fairly superficial, I'm afraid to say. Look, I don't pick the bloody cards. So if anybody wants to have a moan because it's Valentine's, it's just like it's when it's Christmas or it's your birthday. Not necessarily you, Gemini, but you do find with a lot of people, if it's Christmas or birthday, they have a moan if the reading isn't turning out the way that they want. And I can't help what turns out in these readings. I'm not in a relationship and I don't want a relationship. I'm really happy being single. I really, really am. It's a good life. It's a fucking amazing life, actually, to be sorry for swearing. But it is an amazing life being single. I love it. I love, 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 love it. I've got no baggage from the past with any of the men that I've been with. I just don't care. I really don't. So when I do readings for my clients or for the channel, they're just coming from a blank space because I don't feel anything, nothing at all. That is reversed, I'm afraid. So their feelings for you are probably superficial feelings, because she's superficial in the reverse and she doesn't really hold anything of value to her. You know, she's the Teflon bloody Don, you know. Slips away from things very, very easily, all right? Doesn't attach herself at all, doesn't get attached. So I think that there is a lack of value concerning you. I know it's blunt and some people don't like my way of being blunt on readings, and I'm really sorry. But that, if it resonates with you, I'm sorry, but that's the way that I feel that this person feels. It's a superficial feeling. There's a lack of value concerning you here. How do you feel about this person? 3 cards flipped out for you. You feel the 6 of Coins. 6 of Coins is being generous. The Hanged Man. And you can break the Hanged Man. So the Tower means to break away from a system, and the Hanged Man is something that's on hold. So this is all about breaking away from the hold, from the ties. So breaking the ties or breaking this Hanged Man free. So the Hanged Man is tied. The Hanged Man is probably this dude. All right, and you feel that if you are nice to this person, if you're generous to them, 6 of Coins is all about being generous and giving. So if you're giving to them, if you're nice to them, if you show them that you're interested or that you care with the Six of Coins energy, that you'll be able to, with the Tower energy, remove these ties that are binding this person. Because the Tower is the removal card and that's the tie. So your feeling is, if I'm really nice to this person with the Six of Coins energy, if I really show them that I care, if I'm giving, if I'm, you know, open to them, if I'm kind, if I'm supportive, then I'm going to be able to break free or break this person free. You know, I'm going to be able with the Tower energy to remove, to shift these ties, these chains with the Hanged Man energy. You want to change this person, but you think that through an action you're going to be able to do it. That's the only problem. So you know exactly what you're getting for some of you Geminis with this individual. You know exactly what it is that you're getting, exactly what you're getting through this individual. And you think, for me, when I look at this, it looks like you actually feel that you can change this individual, Gemini. What is the strength in the relationship between you and this individual, though? Well, it's the King of Wands is the strength. So there's a lot of laughter in this relationship. And I think that there is a lot of, you know, passion. And I think that if you look at the King of Wands energy, he's looking up at the pineapple. And I don't know what the pineapple means, but he's driven by the pineapple for some reason. You know, I don't really know what pineapple. Somebody tell me what a pineapple means, because I don't really know what the thing of the, or is it a pine? It's not a pine. It's not a pineapple, is it? It's a pine. What does a pine mean? I don't know. But this person sees the potential in the pine fruits, for example. He sees potential in everything. So the strength in your relationship, I think, are the potential that you see within it. There is the drive, there is the passion, there is the motivation, there is the ambition that you guys feel within this relationship. King of Wands is all about that. King of Wands is all about feeling motivated and feeling ambitious and feeling driven and feeling, you know, really confident. So I feel that the strengths are the drive that you guys feel, the passion that you feel with this King of Wands energy, the motivation. I think that the more the strengths are what your motivations are within this relationship, because you're motivated. Both of you are motivated by something within this relationship. You're motivated, I think, by the potential of what could be within this relationship for the both of you. All right, even though this person seems to be quite superficial and I don't think really values you, feelings of lack of value, Queen of Coins energy, they're very superficial feelings with the Queen of Coins. It's almost like this person feels for you, yeah, Gemini is beautiful, Gemini looks good, so I'm taking Gemini all on face value, but they're not scratching beneath the surface concerning you. Everything is on a very material and superficial level. For some of you guys, it will be purely based on the way that you look as an individual. Purely based on the way that you look. They want to get as much out of you with the giving as little as possible. And yet the strengths in the relationship are all about the passion and the drive and the desire within this relationship with the King of Wands. It's the motivation that this could hold some potential in the future, I think, with this King of Wands. The weakness in this relationship is the Seven of Coins in the reverse. You're not getting out what you're putting in. That's the problem. But this is you. This is you. Because you're the one, Gemini, that thinks with the Six of Coins, if you're lovely, if you're giving, if you're supportive, if you're kind, if you feed them, if you do nice things for them, then you're going to change them. That Tower breaking free from the ties of the Hanged Man. You know? You think that you're going to change this person. So the problem weakness is that all of this effort that you put in here, Gemini, ain't going to make no bloody difference, because the weakness is that Seven of Coins reversed. Seven of Coins is what you invest in, you don't get back. So with the Seven of Coins, if you put your money into some scheme and somebody told you, oh, if you put $100,000 or pounds into this scheme, I can make you 200,000. But instead you end up with 50 grand. So you end up with half of what you initially put in. You've made a loss. So the Seven of Coins really in the reverse is all about loss. And the weakness is that whatever it is that you're looking to put in here, because the only person I'm seeing putting things in is you. With that Six of Coins, you'll get very little back from that, because you're expecting, if I can change this person if I'm a certain way with the Six of Coins. But the weakness in this relationship is that one of you, and it's got to be you, Gemini, you put shit in, you'll get very little back. It doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get back what you're expecting, because the hopes are, or the strength in a relationship is the drive and the passion and the motivation to make something from nothing. King of Wands is extraordinarily similar to a magician card. because he's able to make something out of nothing. He's able to invest in a broken down building and turn it into Trump Towers. That's what the job of the King of Wands. He's got a vision. So the strength in your relationship is the vision that you probably both have. But the problem is, the weakness is, no matter how much you put into that vision with the Seven of Coins energy, are you actually going to get what you want out of it? With this, you know, that's the problem. No matter what you put in with the vision, are you going to get this out with the Seven of Coins reversed? Probably not, because the Seven of Coins is reversed. Therefore, what is the potential for a healthy relationship between you and this dude? Page of Coins reversed. No, it's not a healthy relationship. This is a false start. Because the Page of Coins reversed is a very, very, very slow start. Things will move at a very snail's pace with the Page of Coins energy. We're looking at, well, what is the potential for a health, for health? What is the potential for health and happiness within this relationship? Well, it's Page of Coins in the reverse. Somebody isn't investing in that. All right, the Page of Coins is, you know, if you look at relationships in a way, they're like a business, aren't they? We're getting a lot of kind of businessy cards. Seven of Coins reversed, Page of Coins is one, another business one, Six of Coins to a certain, because this is what, you know, relationships are, Gemini. They're transactions. And they are. They're fucking transactions. That's what we do in relationships. We get involved with people, and of course, we start off with all the lovey-dovey stuff, but remember how many coin cards you've got. You've got Queen of Coins, you've got Six of Coins, you've got Seven of Coins, you've got Page of Coins. You've got 4 coin cards showing here already. It's a transaction in this relationship, and somebody's not bloody transacting here. That's the problem in this relationship reading for you guys, for some of you. Hopefully it doesn't resonate with all of you. I mean, certainly, you know, as a reader, I like to get beneath the bones. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know, there's a lot of more channels that get a lot more views than my channel does. Because a lot of people don't like what I have to say, I guess. Or, you know, well, fair enough. You know, I'm not going to moan about that. Of course, people do what they want to do. Some people just prefer other readers than me, which is fine. That's not an issue. I don't mind at all. Not in the least. I still run a very successful business, and I still really enjoy my tarot, you know, and I'll never give that up. And there's all sorts of places that I'm expanding into this year, so that's not an issue, you know. But I'm just telling you that I'm one of those readers. I'm not going to give you unless it's really airy, fairy, lovely, 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 lovely stuff, I'll give it to you. But if I see something here, I'm going to go beyond. I'm going to crawl into the places that people don't want to go to. Because that's how I am as a reader. I'm not into bullshitting anyone. I'm not going to do it. If it doesn't resonate with you, good for you. Peace and love to you, my darlings. You can go over to another channel and hear what you want to hear. But, you know, if this resonates with you, I'm just trying to... And it's a general reading, so it's not going to, you know, connect with everybody. It just isn't, you know. The Page of Coins reverse means no investment. It means laziness. It means boredom. It means no startup. It means a failed startup, because the Page of Coins is a business card. This is investing in a new business. This is the desire to make it big in business. But in order to do that, you need to put an investment, an initial investment in the first place. Whether that's through studying, whether that's through showing your coin, investing through the coin, the money. The Page of Coins also represents to receive very little. So when you get the Page of Coins, you're getting a very small payout. Well, you can imagine if you're getting a small payout with the Page of Coins, you're getting even less with the Page of Coins reversed. You're not getting fuck all, you know. So I think the potential for health and happiness in the relationship is really erring on the side of very, very little health and happiness here with this Page of Coins in the reverse. What is the overall analysis of your relationship, though? Six of Cups in the reverse. I think that somebody needs to break out of a past energy, because the Six of Cups in the reverse means to be, you know, connected to the past. You're still living in the past. Six of Cups in the reverse. That's the overall analysis. So there are patterns of behaviour here that haven't been broken, especially from whoever this dude is. Especially from them. This person is so, and they're bloody well used to doing it. For some reason, though, they're confused with the Five of Wands. I want to get what the confusion is about in a moment. But they're so used to doing this. Whoever this person is, for some of you Geminis, I'm hoping it doesn't resonate with a lot of you, because I hope that you've got a great relationship and that you're happy in it and all the rest of it. But it's just what comes out. Whoever this person is, Gemini, they're used to doing this. They're very, very used to doing it. Because the Queen of Coins in the reverse means superficial. No value. You don't value your friends, you don't value your family, you won't share, you won't help, you won't nurture. She's very similar to an Empress reverse. Alright, there's a clinical energy showing here with the Queen of Coins in the reverse. You know? She's high maintenance when she's reversed. All she thinks about is herself. So this person's feelings for you, I think, are very much on a superficial level with that Queen of Coins in the reverse showing here. I think this person's done it countless times before. I don't think, in a way, that this person really knows how to love. Because their weakness is the Five of Swords. They don't want to have to fight for anything. If the Five of Swords, if this person, remember I look at the pictures as well, if this person, Gemini, is the girl standing here who's turning her back on a fight, this person doesn't want to have to fight for anything. They don't want to have to, in other words, they don't want to put any effort in. If the Five of Swords is these two people, if this person represents these two people here with the Five of Swords energy, they're always trying to get one-upmanship. But not just one-upmanship with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Five of Swords. They might be somebody who plays mind games with the Five of Swords energy showing here. They might always be casting people out or putting people down. Because look, he's putting somebody down. He's pushing him down. So their weakness might be, this looks to me like this is somebody who could be a narcissist. Because the 3 stages of narcissism are adulation, devaluation, and then discard. The 3 stages. So you meet someone at first and they're everything. That's what a narcissist does. They love you, they like you, they tell you that the flaming, you've got candy floss coming out your ass. They'll tell you all sorts of wonderful things. And then the devaluation stage is where they do this. The put downs, because this is a verbal put down. So their weakness might be that they put the partner down, for example. Because to them, their strengths are, I can just cut myself off from this person. Oh well, tomorrow is another day. Plenty of options, plenty of people around the corner. It doesn't matter if I put down Gemini. I get the impression that this person tends to put down people with that Five of Swords there. They're very good at putting, and they don't want to fight. I think this person is both. I think number 1, they're the girl. They don't want to fight for anything. Once they get bored, they get bored. Number 2, they tend to indulge in mind games and verbal put downs. More than likely against, they're a bully, because Five of Swords is a bully. So it might be that they have bullying aspects in terms of how they communicate, putting you down. Oh, is that your hair today? Oh, well, I thought the other colour was better, but oh, really, you're going out like that? It's that type of thing. Oh, do you not want to put more makeup on? That type of thing with the Five of Swords, because to them, they're very flippant. They don't really give a shit. Their strengths are they're very good at cutting people out. They're very, very good at isolating emotions. They don't connect emotionally, not very often. All right? And that's why they view you, or they feel in a very much with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, come say, come say. It's a superficial feeling. You'll be as necessary to them as you will be as long as they need you to be necessary to them. All right, because once you've done your your duty, once you've slept with them, or once you've fulfilled whatever they want to fulfill at the time through fantasy or whatever it is concerning you, once you run your course, and once they think that there's somebody else that's better looking, Gemini, they'll probably do this. Unfortunately, I know it's Valentine's, but it's just the way it is on this reading. I'm sorry, it's just what's turned up. But some of you guys think you can change this dude. This male or the female. You think you can by being caring and sharing and supportive and kind. 6 of Coins. I can break this person's ties loose, because the person is the Hanged Man. You might be dealing with a Pisces individual, or it could be an air sign potentially for some of you guys. Could be anyone. But you're not going to be able to do that, because this person, the strengths are in the vision. And that's what narcissists do. They've got a vision, which is what the King of Wands is. He's got a vision. To make something out of nothing. It's the energy of the magician all over again. And the same for you. I can create. We can make something out of nothing here. There's a desire that both of you feel. But whilst your feeling is, Gemini, very commendable, their one is based on bullshit and fantasy. You've got the real deal going on within you, but this person doesn't have the real deal going on within them. And that's because whatever it is that you're putting in here, whatever effort you're making with that 6 of Coins, the weakness is you're not seeing it transpire. You're not seeing it materialise. You're not seeing a return on the investment that you're making. And that's why the potential for health and happiness is the Page of Coins in reverse, virtually 0. Because this person with the 6 of Coins, the overall analysis is things have not changed. For some of you guys, you will not have changed. For some of you guys, you'll constantly be in relationships where you think you can change a person, but you can't. For this person here, this person doesn't tend to get emotionally connected with anyone, and it's a repeat thing with the 6 of Coins reversed. The overall outcome for this area is, for the relationship is, let's have a look, the 7 of Wands. You're going to have a challenge on your hands, the 7 of Wands. You see, this will be them, and this will be you. You're the coke. It's got these pines again. I don't know what that means in terms of wands, but you're the person here. You're the 6 pines. reaching out and saying, please take me, take me, take me. And this is the 7th one. This is this person. This is Aka, your Five of Swords, stroke Two of Swords guy, stroke Five of Wands guy. That's him with the 7th one. What I'm seeing is resistance here with the 7 of Wands energy showing up as the overall outcome for your relationship. The more that you come forward, the more this person tends to back away. I just want to see how we can remedy that 6 of Cups. If this is Gemini as an overall analysis with the 6 of Cups energy, or well, for both of them, how can this be remedied? How can we remedy the overall analysis of this relationship being the 6 of Cups reversed, which I think is a repeat of old patterns? How can we remedy that in 2 to 3 cards? Well, this is the 2 of Coins. You need to weigh up your options with the 2 of Coins energy showing here. You've got the 2 of Swords showing here. No, 9 of Swords energy. The 9 of Swords is all about those fears. So I do feel that you need to weigh up your fears, because the fear is the 9 of Swords energy. You need to weigh up your fears showing here, okay? And you've got the Knight of Coins moving there as well. So the Knight of Coins means to be cautious, you know. The Knight of Coins means to be cautious, you know, to tread carefully, all right? I feel that you need to weigh up, because the two of Coins is all about weighing things up. And what are you weighing up? Well, the 9 of Swords. You need to weigh up what's worrying you about this relationship. And I feel with the Knight of Coins energy, go slower and tread carefully with the Knight of Coins. So weigh up what's worrying you about this relationship or relationships that you get into and tread carefully. I think this is more for you, Gemini. So I feel that, you know, I certainly feel the 6 of Cups refers to whoever this person is. They repeat patterns over and over again. They don't tend to get emotionally connected to anyone. All right, I certainly feel for you, probably, for some of you guys, are consistently repeating patterns with the 6 of Cups energy reversed. Okay, in that you feel that you can change certain people and you can't. All right, and I think that the way that you remedy that is by weighing up what it is that's causing you the hurt with the Knight of Swords energy and treading carefully when that happens. Being very cautious, being very protective of that, of yourself with the Knight of Coins energy as well. I just get the impression that this person is a kind of no-brainer type thing. If I'm being honest with you, Gemini, I'm sorry, but that's my honest take on it. I just feel that this person I don't necessarily trust too tough. I think this is a narcissist you're dealing with, and I think this is somebody who you really like, but I don't think that this is going to be somebody who's good for you in the long run. What's the advice you have for Gemini in terms of love? Just any advice you've got for them in terms of love. In one card, sorry. Attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, now I don't know exactly what, I don't think this portends to this reading. I just wanted it in general, what their advice for you with love was. And it's all about attract. So I think that you would really do attract love in when you can think about or be in the moment of love. Or I think that when you enjoy this moment fully, whatever moment it's talking about, I think it's something to do with who you are as a person. If you can enjoy who you are and live in the moment, just live in the moment, that's when you're going to attract the type of love that you want. Because I think that what you guys are doing here for some reason is living for the future and thinking, because that's why we try and change people, because we think in the future they'll change, in the future they'll be different, you know. And that won't be the case, I think, with this individual. So I think that you will attract in romantic love if you can just live in the moment, okay? Just enjoy the moment, live in the moment of your life, but not with this individual. Not with this individual. It's an interesting one with that attraction card showing up there. Okay, and also I think I just need to pull another card. It's all about forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past you experienced, there you go. So 2 cards. I just felt I needed to draw another one because the first one for me didn't really make sense. So certainly I feel in a way what you need to know about love is that with the attraction card you're going to attract more romantic love in if you can just live within the moment. All right, whether you're with this person or not, just live within the moment and understand that you are loved. Okay, that you are enough and you will attract that in. The second thing is forgiving and learning. So you're going to need to, because this is what you're not releasing with the 6 of Cups. As you release and heal the past, you will experience more love in your present moments. All right, so this is all about, you're going to need to release and heal the past. That's what you're going to have to do. And you do that by weighing up what it is that's caused you hurt in the past. And from there, with the Knight of Coins, you probably start building some new goals with the, I think there was another card. You start building on new goals because the goals is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the goal. So you start building these new goals. okay? And your new goals are to do with, you know, building love for the, you know, building yourself up so that you are able to, you know, find love in the future, because there is a King of Swords around you who doesn't want to give love, who's not going to keep his promises, with the Knight of Cups reversed and the King of Swords. There is a King of Swords around you who will not keep promises showing up here, okay? Right? So you need to know, I feel, that when we look at this spread, if there is somebody around you this Valentine's, Gemini, that's not giving you what you need, and that you, because it seems here that you're having to fight all the way for something. You have to fight all the way for this individual, and it's not fair. It just feels like you're having to fight for this person's love, and it's not fair. I'm going to see though what this person's actually confused about. That's what I wanted to do, wasn't it? Where is them little cards? Here we go. Let's get the miniatures out. So I want to see what it is that this person's fighting for. Why they're confused. Why is this person confused in 2 cards? Why is this person confused in 2 cards with the 5 of Wands? Well, the Hanged Man. They're reviewing something here with the Hanged Man energy. Yeah, they're reviewing and they're weighing up their options. So they're reviewing stuff. They're taking a step back and weighing up their options with the whether they should move forward with you, the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is all about pursuing and moving forward. So this person's confused because they're kind of taking a step back and weighing up with the 2 of Coins energy whether they should move forward with the Knight of Swords. That's what's going on with them. But, you know, fuck this. Why would you want to anyway when they feel the Queen of Coins in reverse for you? It's a superficial love. There's no value here. You're like a commodity to this individual. In fact, to this individual, all they've probably had are people that are commodities, because they don't know how to truly feel and love. So they're like, should I move forward? Should I not? Should I move forward? Should I not? In that area here. But that's the problem, because it's just a fucking game to them. Because their weakness is they're very, very good at turning their back on a fight, not fighting for anything. And they're very good at put-downs as well. Verbal abuse as well, when they're getting bored. Because they treat everybody like a commodity. To the Queen of Coins, everything is a commodity. Nothing is of real value. Everything is discardable. And you're discardable. You know, and I just feel that if you're repeating patterns here, Gemini, with the 6 of Cups in the reverse, you need to weigh up what it is that's caused this hurt. And you need to, with the Knight of Coins energy, start building some new goals with this Knight of Swords. All right, showing here, because this King of Swords, now we're seeing who the person is. Could be a fellow air sign potentially, or could be somebody who's a little bit emotionally disconnected, is not going to fulfill a promise to you with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. They're just not going to do it. All right, and you'll end up having to fight for their love in the overall outcome. All right, so just think on that. All right, let's get your singles reading for those of you who are single. So that's the card we're charging. That's the significator. And the Lovers is really just about unity, commitment and balance within relationships. So sorry about that, Gemini. The actual camera just went really fuzzy and it stayed fuzzy, so I had to stop the reading. We're going to carry on anyway. So, Universe Spirit, can you show me... Can you show me in card number 2 what will happen in the love life of single Geminis in the month of February 2019? Okay. That's card 1. In card 2, can you show me, I'm wondering if I'm doing these, hang on a minute, I think that needs to be around that way, I think it needs to be around that way. In card 2, can you show me March, what's happening in love for Gemini, single Geminis in March? And in April, what's happening for single Geminis in April 2019? Alright, so we've got those energies showing there. Let's pull these up a little bit so we've got some space. There we go. Right, so that's the significator and we want to know about love. Okay, this is all about unions. So are you guys ready for love? Let's have a look. The 4 of Coins. I don't think you are. You're either clinging to somebody from the past or you can't open yourself up. On this Four of Coins, you can see this person could be opening the chest, but I think that they're closing it because this is all about your savings and protecting what you have with the Four of Coins. So I don't think that some of you guys are ready for love. It doesn't matter even if you say you are ready for love. The Four of Coins represents somebody who isn't ready for love, because it's either that they're holding on to something from the past, or they're very, very cautious, probably very suspicious, and they tend to put their defences up. Okay, so actually I don't think that some of you guys are actually ready for love with this Four of Coins. All right, you seem to be locking away. You see, the value is what's in the chest. So this person wants to make sure that what's of value is under lock and key. And if I were to kind of look at this card and talk about maybe how can we look at it metaphorically, well, what is of value to you the most? Because what's of value to you the most is your heart. So you keep your heart locked away more than likely with the Four of Coins energy showing here. So I don't think that some of you guys are ready for it. What's happening in February? You do have the Ten of Wands. So there might be some struggles with Ten of Wands energy. I'll see what that Ten of Wands is. Some of you guys are struggling with this Ten of Wands, because that's what the Ten of Wands is. It's a struggle, but I want to see what this struggle is. What's this struggle about in Ten of Wands in terms of love? Sometimes the Ten of Wands can be that you've got a lot of admirers as well, because you're struggling with a lot of interest. What's this Ten of Wands about? What's the Ten of Wands about in 2 cards? Well, it's about the Queen of Cups. I don't think this is a person. The Queen of Cups is all about emotions, but I read the Queen of Cups. When I do tarot, I've got nearly over 170 decks of cards. So for some of you, I've used, some I haven't, but you know, for the tarot decks that I've got, whenever I look at cards, I look at them in terms of what they do on the card. I've seen her so many times, and I've read this lady so many times in private client readings, in my own family readings, you know, and I've seen people who are cutting themselves off emotionally. So often the Queen of Cups will show up as being my twin sister if she's not telling me something. This is the secret keeper. She got a cup closed. She's internalising. So the Queen of Cups sometimes means somebody's internalising an emotion. All right, and your struggles are to do with you internalising your emotions with that Queen of Cups energy. The Ace of Wands energy shows here. So the Ace of Wands energy is all about new relationships, new passions. All right, and I feel that you're internalising your feelings about new beginnings, new relationships. So I feel that you guys, it's a really weird psychological thing I think going on here for some of you guys showing up. This could be where you're not really, it could also be that the Ace of Wands is actually somebody who's showing you interest. So you might be dealing with a fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially if you're a woman. It might be that you're not receptive with the Queen of Cups energy showing here to new love or new passion or somebody who's showing you interest here. Because the Ace of Wands can easily be sex as well. Some of you guys might not be receptive to sex, for example. With the Ace of Wands, you don't want sex, for example. But the Ten of Wands is a struggle card, so it says that you're fighting against something or you're struggling with something. And I feel that this struggle is to do with, perhaps for some of you single guys, single girls or guys, that you're not receptive to, or you're not opening yourself up with this Queen of Cups energy. You're not opening yourself up to a new relationship in February. Some of you guys are really kind of very guarded because you're showing as being the Four of Coins. What is the March one here? There's a change coming in there because you're single. So the change is good, because if you're single, it says something new is coming in with death. So there's a change happening. What's this change coming in? What's this change that's happening? What's this change that's happening? Well, it's all about your worries with the Nine of Swords energy. Judgment reversed, though. So some of you guys have been worried, and you've been worrying for a long time, because the Judgment reverse means something that's not being resolved. So these are all about your worries that haven't been resolved with the Judgment energy in the reverse. Okay, but this is coming to an end. So if you've been worrying for a long time with the Judgment energy in the reverse, where something, I'm going to see what you've been worrying about. What has Gemini been worrying about? What have they been worrying about in 1 to 2 cards? Six of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands could be a person. Six of Wands is often to do with a confident person. And you've got somebody, so you've got an Empress showing here as well. So for some of you guys, it might be that you've been worrying about, I mean, this could be you. Maybe you're approaching. Empresses can be male or female as well. So it might be that you've been worrying about approaching. Six of Wands is approaching the Empress. So it might be that you've been worrying about approaching a person here, an Empress. It might be that you've had some worries that have been unresolved, because this is all about you approaching an Empress. Some of you guys might be approaching middle age as well. Empresses can show as middle-aged females. So some of you guys are getting older with the Empress energy. So it might be, shit, I'm approaching middle age with the Empress energy and I'm really worried about it. All right. This might be with the Six of Wands energy, somebody approaching you, an Empress. So you might be the Empress here and this is all about somebody coming towards you. All right, with the Six of Wands energy looking into the Empress. He's making an approach to this beautiful woman. So this could be you. Maybe your worries, you're being this continuously worried about somebody coming towards you. Maybe you're afraid about people approaching you for the wrong reasons, because the Six of Wands guy, when you get this character in a love reading, this can be somebody who's a fuck buddy. Sorry to use the words, but this is also somebody who's, you know, wants sex. And this could be somebody who's approaching you for sex. They want pleasure. Empresses mean pleasure. So it might be that your worries are, shit, what if somebody's approaching me, Six of Wands, simply for pleasure with the Empress energy, i.e. sex. Both cards represent sex as well. So some of you guys are literally, I think what's going on with you here is that you've got, I think it's more than likely somebody approaching you with the Six of Wands for sex, for pleasure with the Empress energy. Showing it's not all about nurturing a relationship. Sometimes it is with the Empress, but sometimes this is sexual, it's satisfactual, it's satisfaction, it's sensuality. And it might be with the Six of Wands being the type of person that likes to sleep with people and not kind of lay down any roots. It might be, you know, and, you know, also this could be that for some of you guys, what you've been worried about, continuously worried with that Judgment energy showing up here, is finding a successful relationship as well. Because Six of Wands in terms of relationships, it's all about finding that perfect relationship with somebody who wants what you want. So it might be that you've been continuously worried about finding a successful relationship, one in which it could be with an Empress, a beautiful person, nurturing person, kind person, male or female. Or this could be, well, I've been continuously worried because I want to find with the Six of Wands, I want to have a successful relationship, one in which we can nurture and that can be enhanced and that can flourish and that can grow. So some of you guys are literally worried about not having relationships that are going to last the test of time. You know, you might be worried that other people have other agendas for relationships, which is why you tend to cut yourself off here with the Four of Coins. And which is why in February some of you guys are struggling, because the struggle is all about you emotionally not being receptive to new things. You struggle. There's a little bit of guilt there with this that comes, I think, for some of you single people. I think there's a little bit of guilt in this area here. It's almost like you feel like, well, I should be opening up myself up to new relationships, but I just can't. Because, you know, in March, we've got the Death card, that there's going to be a change here. And that change is going to be, and it could be that there's some success coming to you. You've got a Six of Wands. So it could be that you find someone here. There could be some success coming to you as you find a relationship in which you are investing with an individual. So this might be that what this is, but we're asking, what are you worried about? So the worry was these two cards here. So I feel that in March, even though February, some of you guys aren't inclined to open yourself up to new ideas, new relationships, I do feel from March that there will be a change, because that change is all to do with you worrying. Continuously worrying, a worry that's not being resolved, and that thing that's not being resolved is the Six of Wands and you're worrying about the Six of Wands and the Empress. You're either worrying that somebody's approaching you for your looks, maybe with the Empress, because this is the approach card and this could be for the looks, approaching you for the looks. Some of you guys are probably worried that somebody's approaching you merely for sex, for example, or you're worried because you want to find a successful relationship, one in which you can grow, enhance and you know, flourish. By April, what's happening for you singletons in terms of love? This showed up for Scorpio, funnily enough. I think that you're still waiting. I think some of you guys are still going to be waiting by April, because the Three of Wands is often the waiting card. I think you're still going to be waiting. What's this Three of Wands about? Why is the Three of Wands the overall, the energy for April 2019 for love for Gemini? Let's have a look. Well, Temperance shows up here. Okay. Oh no. Temperance and a King of Swords. Okay, so I feel that really this is probably your ships are coming in then, maybe. But then you've got, I'm sure King of Swords showed up for another reading for Gemini. But, you know, the Temperance energy, for some of you guys, this might be either that you are making amends, Temperance energy with a King of Swords. This is not you, this is somebody else. This could be a fellow air sign, for example. This could be where you're getting to know a King of Swords, for example. It might be that you, because I don't think that this is about, Temperance is also about the soulmate, but it's almost like by April you are waiting for your ships to come in, because it's either that I feel some of you guys are reconciling with somebody here by April, or this is about you getting to know an individual here by April with the King of Swords. So there's somebody coming in here for you, Geminis, by April, I would say. But I feel that the overall outcome by April with the Three of Wands is that this could say, well, your ships are coming in as well, because the Three of Wands can be ships coming in. So I'll read it in that way. If these had been something different, I'd have read it something different. I think by April, actually, I'm going to read this as saying, well, by April, your ships will come in. All right, you're going to have somebody come in, because this is either, this can be a soulmate as well. It could be that some of you guys find your soulmate in a King of Swords, because Temperance energy is all about two souls that combine together. They work together, they flow together with the Temperance energy. So this could literally be you finding your soulmate with this King of Swords energy. Finding a soulmate with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Potentially for some of you guys. I actually feel that now this is saying that your ships are actually coming in with the Three of Wands. So we're going to go through this reading again, okay? So, and this is why you've got that change coming in. There's a change to this energy. That's probably because by April you've got this person coming in. I think you're going to have love coming in by April. Okay, and it is a number 3, so the 3rd month. All right, with the Three of Wands energy. I think Three of Wands might represent, timing-wise, April as well. Let me just see. Sorry, I need to just get my timing cards out and just have a quick look at that timing. I think the Three of Wands, because it can be within 3 months as well, Three of Wands. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So I think that this is definitely by April for some of you Geminis. You do have somebody new. I'm seeing you merging with a King of Swords. You're getting to know a King of Swords. All right, so this is your ships are coming in by April. I'm just going to quickly clarify that for the date. But we did say by April the Three of Wands. So ships coming in. It's happening in April for some of you guys, new love. All right. You weren't willing to open up to an individual, were you, before? But I feel that you're ready to open up to one now in April 2019. Let me just have a quick look at this. See if I can get that Three of Wands out. Wherever it is. They're always at the bottom of the deck, the timing. I use a specific card for timing, you see. I've got yeah, Aries, there we go. Timing for this is Aries, Three of Wands, March 31st to April 3rd. So it is by April, definitely. You're going to be merging, getting to know. Possibly some of you guys are reconciling with a dude. Some of you guys are actually merging. You're getting to know somebody here with the King of Swords. You're talking to somebody here with the King of Swords. You're taking it nice and slowly with an individual. Yeah, I think new love is coming in for you guys by April 2000. And for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you. But it's because of the change. It's because of the change. There's been a change here. That's why it's happening. You've opened yourself up. You've really opened yourself up. You were struggling here because emotionally wise in February, for some of you single Geminis with that Queen of Cups energy, you weren't emotionally receptive to a new relationship. You've even got your back turned to it. See, the universe is bringing it to you, but you're saying, nope, I can't see it happening. The Queen of Cups cup is shut, so she's not receptive to it. And that's where the struggle is, because you almost feel a sense of guilt around that, but it's almost like you're saying, no, this is the right thing to do right now. But by March, there's a change coming in with the Death energy, because you guys haven't resolved an issue within yourself. You got that Nine of Swords and Judgment reversed. Okay? And that worry is all about finding a successful relationship, one in which you can build, you can nurture, it can flourish, it can grow. But by April, because there's been a change concerning these worries, you're kind of just like, fuck it, you know. I keep cutting off my nose to spite my face. That's why your ships are coming in by April with the Three of Wands, because you're going to be either reconciling with someone or you are merging, getting to know with this Temperance energy, an individual. Some of you guys finding literally your soulmate, the person who you flow with the Temperance energy, this King of Swords energy, talking, communicating. It's a nice energy showing up here. So yes, love is coming to some of you guys. But remember, love is only coming because you allowed yourself to release a blockage for it. Because you guys have been blocking your own, standing in your own way. But I feel that literally when you get out of your own way, things are going to change for you. Okay? And I certainly feel that the hold up with the Hanged Man that you've been experiencing, the blockage, Hanged Man can be a blockage that you've been experiencing, and the pressure that you've had around that is going to be healed with the Star energy showing there as well. It's a very nice reading. All right, that is your reading for singles. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me, and I will see you guys soon. If you'd like to order a personal reading, you can just click above and you've got the icon that says buy a reading. It takes you straight through to the website and you can look around there. All right, take care guys. Bye-bye.